usually play the snare drum with your left hand. However, if you are left-handed, you might prefer to play it like this.
Covers to trending videos watched by millions, the rise of Sina's channel became a textbook example of digital event. For a teenager, that's a tremendous burden to bear, especially when your biggest hits become expectations, not just milestones. Underneath the viral applause was a silent pressure, the fear of plateauing, of no longer impressing, of waking up one day and realizing that the algorithm no longer favors you. Sina's success story may be inspiring on the surface, but it came with the heavy cost of never being allowed to slow down, not even for a moment. And if you thought that was tough, just wait until we uncover how deep her family's commitment really went. While Sina stood in front of the camera, her father was behind it, giving up far more than viewers ever realized. Mike Doering wasn't just a supportive parent. He became the silent architect of the Sina Drums empire, quitting his job and redirecting the entire family's resources into building a brand that revolved around his daughter's talent. But with that level of commitment came an immense financial risk. Every video, every collaboration, every upgrade in gear was an investment that needed to pay off, not just emotionally, but practically. It's easy to admire the teamwork from afar, but many fans have begun to wonder, was Sina allowed to make mistakes? Could she afford to take breaks? Or was the brand now too big, too demanding, too dependent on constant perfection to permit any detours? Speculation about burnout and creative control began swirling in niche forums and Reddit threads, with some fans even questioning whether Sina's quiet demeanor masked deeper fatigue. The truth is, when your family's well-being is tied to your ability to perform, the pressure doesn't end when the drumsticks are set down. It follows you into every decision, every upload, every beat. But the most painful cost may not have been financial. It was what Sina had to give up personally. While most teenagers were attending parties, making mistakes, and navigating awkward crushes, Sina was locked into a strict rhythm, practicing, recording, editing, and uploading with near-military consistency. Her world revolved around music, but not in the way most dreamers would hope. It was routine, relentless, and solitary. Interviews from her earlier years hinted at a life without many real-life friends or social milestones. There were no glimpses of prom, school trips, or casual hangouts, only video after video, polished and packaged for a global audience. Fans saw consistency and dedication, but rarely paused to consider what that consistency cost. Sina became a symbol of discipline, but it came at the cost of spontaneity. Even today, there's a notable absence of personal posts, emotional shares, or casual life updates across her platforms. Her digital presence is music first, human second. In a world obsessed with relatability, Sina stood out as mysteriously reserved. But perhaps that mystery wasn't a brand choice. Maybe it was the result of growing up in a world where you could be famous, but still feel completely alone. And what came next only added more weight to the life she was quietly enduring. In the digital age, going viral once is thrilling. Doing it consistently is exhausting. For Sina, the pressure wasn't just to play well, but to be better every single time, and do it while maintaining the exact same cheerful, non-controversial public persona. Unlike many artists who share their struggles openly, Sina rarely, if ever, vocalized exhaustion or frustration. Her videos stayed upbeat, her performances flawless, and her expressions calm. But the silence spoke volumes. As her subscriber count climbed, so did the expectations. She couldn't afford a bad day, a sloppy take, or even an emotional outburst. Trolls, too, were relentless, questioning everything from her technique to her authenticity. And yet, she never clapped back, never let the mask slip. The need to stay brand safe likely meant censoring not just content but emotion. Being perfect became the expectation, and anything less risked breaking the illusion. But perfection is not only unsustainable, it's isolating. As Sina kept up appearances, more fans began asking, is this really Sina, or is she just playing a role she can't escape from? And what follows next may reveal how deeply that role took over. Over time, Sina's channel began to feel more like a business than a window into an artist's life. Fans noticed that while her drumming remained on point, her presence felt increasingly distant. Where were the moments of laughter, the stumbles, the outtakes, the glimpses of raw emotion? While other creators diversified into vlogs or personal updates, Sina stayed behind the kit, saying little, revealing less. Speculation exploded. Was this her choice, or was she being managed too tightly? Some fans suspected that her father's strong presence behind the scenes may have shaped not just her career, but her image. Was she allowed to say no to certain projects? Could she take time off without consequence? Or was the pressure to keep the machine running too high? The absence of any romantic relationships or candid personal stories added fuel to the mystery. In a world where audiences crave connection, Sina's image felt increasingly like a brand, polished, professional, but emotionally distant. And the next layer of that story reveals something even more calculated behind the scenes. What looked like organic collaborations may not have always been as spontaneous as fans believed. Some partnerships felt oddly timed or stylistically mismatched, leading fans to question whether Sina was collaborating out of passion or obligation. Insiders in music forums began speculating that many collabs were strategically arranged by management, not Sina herself. While this isn't uncommon in the industry, it's unusual for someone so young to have such little visible say in the creative direction. Even the repeated absence of her own voice or commentary in videos suggested a separation between the artist and the production. And with her father still heavily involved, the line between support and control became increasingly blurred. Was she building a career or maintaining a brand that had outgrown her? The channel thrived. The numbers remained strong, but at what personal cost? The consistency started to feel less like discipline and more like detachment. And just when fans thought they couldn't be more concerned, a noticeable shift in her content sent up even more red flags. Lately, longtime fans have noticed something unsettling. Sina's presence in her own videos has diminished even further. She still plays, still delivers crisp performances, but there's a mechanical quality now, as if each upload is fulfilling a contract rather than expressing joy. Rarely does she speak, rarely does she break from the pattern. It's all music, all silence, all surface. The vibrant young drummer who once shared small thoughts between takes now feels like a ghost behind the snare. Some speculate she may be quietly stepping back. Others believe she's doubling down, burying herself in work to avoid burnout from showing. Either way, the warmth is gone, replaced by a rhythm that feels more robotic than rebellious. As the brand keeps running, one question looms large. Where did Sina go? Is she still in love with the craft, or has she become a prisoner of it? The beat goes on, but it's no longer clear who's really in control. And that leads us to the final, haunting truth behind this entire story. After peeling back the layers, one thing becomes undeniably clear. Sina Drums is more than just a success story. It's a cautionary tale about what happens when passion becomes obligation and visibility turns into vulnerability. While fans admired the grind, few stopped to ask what it really took to maintain it.